I've been knowing Gigi ever since she was a little bitty thing. I think she came to us when she was about 1 year old. And through this time, Gigi, she used to always call me Susu. Susu, Susu.
Every time I would come in the room, she would pump her hands up in the air and say, Margot. Margot is how she would say my name.
She called me Heather because she couldn't say Heather, and she would always yell, Heather, come on. And so that was my clue that she wanted to play.
For whatever reason, she struggled a lot with Lauren, and so somehow, one way or another, she started calling me Lolo, and it was my favorite thing. I mean, it just made my heart melt.
I loved when she would wake up from a nap, and from the nurse's station, I'd hear this sweet little voice say, Abby, I'm awake.
Around Halloween, I was a cowboy, and I was wearing cowboy boots, and she thought that my cowboy boots were the funniest thing ever. She kept running around the unit saying, Garrett's boots, Garrett's boots. And she would grab onto my leg and just drag around with me all over the unit.
Let's go hunting, let's go hunting, let's go hunting, let's go hunting.
From when she woke up in the morning, she usually always had a smile on her face and was ready to go, ready to play, ready to to conquer the day. She was always so excited to get out of the room first thing and see who all was there and go ahead and brighten everyone's day.
From the volunteers who would give her a marker and leave her alone in the crib, and then you'd come back an hour later and she'd have markers on her eyelids and her lips and her cheeks, and she was so proud, and she was the most beautiful princess in the world, and she was so happy. Or someone leaves a bucket of water in her crib, and then you just see a stream coming out of her room, and you walk in and she's so happy and she's so proud and excited. And it's just those little things that most people would be annoyed that they would have to clean up a mess, but we found peace in being happy about those little moments.
I went down to visit her on the ICU one time, and she had a breathing mask covering her nose that was pretty big, but all she wanted to do was play. She sat up in bed right when she saw me, yelled my name. She used to call me Moggy, not Maggie. And she had this green silly putty slime thing, and she put it over her eyes, her nose, her mouth, and would try and blow bubbles out of it, and she thought it was the funniest thing. She made the monitors go off from laughing so hard.
Whenever I was in charge, she was like my partner in crime. She'd come up and I'd give her the pager, and she would press the button. She'd try to answer the phone if it rang, and I one time gave her my badge and we set her up there and we like, there you go, Gigi, have at it, you're in charge.
We got to do a lot of reading, playing kitchen. I would do her hair often. When I had office, she would come into the office. She loved being in there with us. She would go to the meetings.
The very first time I met her, actually she wasn't admitted. She had come in for like a PR thing, and there was just all these people and all these cameras, and you know, she was just hamming it up, and you know, they'd be like, Gigi, go like this, and so she'd go like this, and like, you know, she was like doing all these things, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that little girl's so cute.
She always had a smile on her face, and she always brightened your day. No matter how bad your day was going, you knew that if you had Gigi, she was going to make your day 10 times better.
It was such an honor and a blessing to have had her in our lives, even for the short amount of time that she was here. I mean, even though I hated that she was here, every day that she was when I came into work was just, it was a better day.
She made me like a better nurse. She made me truly want to come to work. She made me realize I chose the right career path, and just truly how special it is to invest in a family and a patient, and just find out the small things about her, because I think that made her hospital stays more like home and not like scary and all the medical stuff that we have to do that we hated having to do to her.
She kind of brought more than just taking care of a patient to the meaning of being a nurse.
The news obviously shocked us all and it hits us so hard, but my goal as a nurse was to touch others' lives, and I can just come back on all of this only hoping I touched her life in half the way that she touched mine.
I just thank her parents for raising such a brave, strong girl, and you know, we're so proud of her and everything that she had to go through.
Her spirit, her joy, and her courage, and just her strength just overpowered anything, any trials that her body put her through. And I said that she touched everybody. Well, she also had an impact. Like, it, I think, will make me a stronger person because I saw what she went through and her attitude and her spirit throughout that.
My perspective on life is so much bigger because of her, and I'm a happier person and a better person because I had Gigi in my life for 3 years.
There's a quote that I keep coming back to in a song, and it's, "I have been changed for the better." And I really think, from knowing Gigi and playing with her and being her friend, she changed all of us for the better.
What Gigi meant to me, everything happens for a reason. You came into my life for a reason. If roses grow in heaven, Lord, please pick a bunch for me. Place them in my Gigi arms and tell her they're for me. Tell her how much I love her and miss her beautiful smile. And when she turns to smile, place a kiss upon her cheek and hold her for me. Because remembering her is easy, I do it every day. When your beautiful heart stopped beating, my heart just broke in two, knowing that here on earth there will never be another like you. But there's aches within my heart that will never go away. The love you left and behind forever will shine on your way.
Gigi, what you reading?
Pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah.
What color is pickle?
Green.
Green. So smart.
Yes.
Is Gigi fun?
Yeah. See.